Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Go Read. So this is the walkthrough video for We Found a Cat, an absolutely amazing book that we love at Let's Go Read. So in order to access this video, you've found us on YouTube or you've scanned, hopefully, the QR code on the front of your pack, which brings up this video. So I'm going to give you some hints, some tricks, and the idea is that you can whiz on and fast forward to any of the activities that you would like to do or that you're concentrating on in your activity pack. So let's get going. The first thing we actually need to look at is the book itself. We Found a Cat. Now I'm not going to show the whole book, of course, but it is just such a brilliant story, really funny. When you look carefully at the pictures, it's almost like they're telling their own story as well, but we absolutely love the illustrations and this simple story about finding a cat that might be a big cat, a humongous cat, and we hope that you enjoy reading this story as much as us. So that's the book. We're going to write our name here, and I think because we're going to be inspired by the book, whenever we write our name, we don't just do it in a boring standard way. We try and look for something linked to the book. So I think I'm going to go for orange and black, like our cat in the book. So let's go for that. The only thing is it might not show completely up so well on the video, but let's do some stripes like a tiger. So my name's Aaron, so I've got two A's in my name. So I've done the first one. Remember, capital letter for your name at the start. Don't join that capital letter, and you might not even be joining your letters yet, but certainly give it a go and see if you can write your name. There we go, that's my name there. And also, I think what I'm going to do, I really like the front cover image of the two big eyes looking out of the box. So I think I'm even going to try, if I can, put it in the O of my name. So this is something you could try as well. These are sort of hints and tricks and things that you can try on your own and hopefully be inspired to do yourself. So there you go, that's my name there. I wonder what yours would look like. Okay, so for our first activity, we always have some sort of colouring activity or drawing or something like that. So this is called A Big Cat on the Loose. The cat hidden in the box ends up being a bit bigger than the children anticipate in the story. So some of our wow words we've done in red here. Colour in your own gigantic cat. So the idea is you're going to colour in your cat here, our tiger. So I'm going to go for an orange because we've already done some of the black stripes and details for you here. But we do have a did you know fact down the bottom. So did you know that a tiger's stripes help them blend in with trees and tall grass so they are harder to spot? Scientists call this disruptive coloration. Whoa, what a fancy term that is. Quite fancy, isn't it? So I'm going to colour in my tiger, and remember you can add in some long grass around him or her if you would like to. But I'm just going to get going. And you can join in with me, or you can go off and do it yourself. So there we go, this is my big cat on the loose. I decided to use some colouring pencils just in the face here, just to make sure it didn't look too silly. And then I put some long grass bits here to help it sort of blend in, because if you're going to look at this tiger from a distance, maybe it is camouflaged a little bit and hiding in amongst the grass and the trees. So that's my big cat on the loose. I wonder what yours will look like. So now we're on to one of my favourite activities that we've put in the activity books for you, Eyes in a Box. And the idea is that throughout this story, this amazing story, we have some little hints about what animal could be inside the box. And I love how his eyes slightly change. We see a little bit more of the animal sometimes as the book goes through. And I thought this would be a really fun one for you guys to do in your book clubs at school or at home. For you to start thinking, what parts of the animal would you show? And the different animals that you can hide in the box. So you can see with our Let's Go Read animal in here, what sort of animal would that be with a long, thin tail? And you can see part of the animal just through the box there. So the idea is that you draw different animals, parts of the animal inside the box, use the book as inspiration. So look carefully at how the illustration, the picture, is working here. So we get a hint that it might be a big cat here, especially when we can see that part of the animal and then this part of the animal here. Okay, so I'm going to try and hide a couple of animals in the boxes, and then you give this a go and think about what animals you would like to hide, and then we're going to go from there and see how we get on. One thing that they do use quite a lot, which I would try and probably do, the big eyes. So using the big eyes, that could be a way of hiding most of the animal, and then just maybe giving a hint with the tail. So that's what I'm going to do first, I believe. So I've done my first animal here, where I copied the idea of the eyes on the front of the book, so it's hidden, so you can't see anything else apart from the eyes of the animal. But I did add in a tail, okay? It's different to a tiger tail. I'm going to give you a clue, it's a type of cat. And then I thought the top of this animal's mane. I wonder if you can work out what animal I went for that. And what you can do is get a friend in your book club or a grown-up at home. Can they guess the name of the animal and then write it down underneath? Maybe you can take it in turns and do this. That can work really well. But what are the other animals that you're going to hide in the boxes? And remember, you don't have to just do the dark eyes. You can do what this illustration is showing here, which shows little parts of the animal's appearance. Okay, that could be a really great activity to enjoy and have fun with. All right, there you go. Okay, now we are on to the next activity, our big cat writing. So think of all the words that you can use instead of big. We want to celebrate those words in a fantastic sentence. So we've got our walkthrough video, or look at our example below to help get you started. So here are some great words instead of big. Large, humongous, colossal, huge, giant, towering. And we've got an example sentence here for this little symbol here for an adjective, and we're going to try and get at least 2 adjectives in our sentence to describe our cat. Okay, so we've got the cheeky cat is colossal. Remember, colossal means really big, okay? Because this cat in the story is a little bit bigger than they realise, the 2 children that found it. So, what you can do with your grown-up or in your book club is to generate ideas. What would you say instead of these bubbles? So the humongous cat is sneaky. The giant cat is cheeky. Okay, you can describe and use all these different words. You can make your own sentence. It doesn't have to follow this exact thing, but the idea is that you're thinking of other words, what we call synonyms, really fancy word there, for big, and try and use it in a sentence. So I'm going to do a sentence here, and I'm going to replace cheeky and think of another one. So the, capital T, the, I'm going to go for the sneaky. He dropped my Y below the line. Sneaky cat is, I want another word for big. That's not colossal. I could choose from the ones up here. The sneaky cat is, I like humongous. That's a good word. Humongous. I'll draw in my letters there, you don't have to, depending on where you are with your handwriting. And then of course, full stop at the end of my sentence. So instead of the cheeky cat is colossal, I got the sneaky cat is humongous. And again, humongous is another word for big. So you can have a go at your own awesome sentence. You can even expand, make it longer, this sentence, by adding in another adjective before the one just before what we call the noun, the cat, the name of something. So the hungry, and I can just add it in up here. Get bonus LGR points, and maybe a sticker for your reward chart at the back if you want to do this. And then because I've got two adjectives together and they're saying different things, I'm going to put, that's like a full stop with tail, that's a comma. So the hungry sneaky cat is humongous. That to me is big cat writing. And remember, all of us at Let's Go Read would love to see your amazing sentences. So please do send them in and we would love to see them. All right, that's big cat writing. So the next activity that we are going to do is called Hairballs. So at one point, the large cat spits out a large hairball that includes a few characters from the book that may have disappeared at one point. Happened in this book. Can you fill up the hairball below with other things this large cat could swallow from the story? So we've used large quite a few times deliberately there. I wonder if you can think, when you're reading this with your grown-up, of different words for large, okay, from your awesome writing. But this is a fun activity where in the story, in the book, there are so many fantastic things that actually you'll notice. See, when he spits out that hairball there, look, Mum and Dad are in there. The goldfish is in there. I think he's called Goldie, is that right? Got me doubting myself now. Yeah, Goldie. And dog, ice cream. What other things could be in the story, or what other things would you like to add that the cat could swallow? So I can see there's things like, added things in the books, like in the book, sorry, there are books behind. Looks like the dad's phone, the newspaper. I've already got some ideas. I don't want to show too much of the book, but the shoe here, yeah, I've got some ideas. So that's what you need to do, is go through the book, spot what you would like to include in this cat's hairball. So I'm going to do that. So I've got a few ideas now. So there we go. We've got some objects from the book. So all the time I was constantly having this book in my hand and I was looking through for things that I could draw and include in this hairball. So I've got the dad's shoe, his phone, the ice cream from the book. There was some books in the living room behind the mum and dad before they disappeared. The newspaper here, and that had a smiley face on the front for one of the pictures, so I included that. There's lots of little things that you can do. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you do 6? Can you do 7? Can you even do 10 objects from the book? Have a go, enjoy doing that, and it's a really cool activity to do. So enjoy that one. That one's Hairballs. Okay, so on to one of the main activities that we include in every activity pack that we send out, and that is to use your sticker pack to create your own story for a location in the book. So there is a particular page in the book where the cat is enjoying a rather luxurious and lovely cooldown, and they agree it's definitely an outdoors cat, and I think I agree too. So we thought that you could create your own outdoor big cat play park. So find the page in the book where the large cat is having a lovely cooldown. Again, we've used large. Can you replace that? Anyway, in the water, and use it as inspiration to design your own gargantuan, oh, we haven't used that word yet. That means really big. Cat play park. So you've got your stickers here. You can stick them wherever you like, but if you look carefully, we've included certain backgrounds. So you might want to stick them in certain places so it'll blend in. But if not, it's not the end of the world. And you can stick them on to tell your own story. So I love the fact that we've got cat poo. And I'm going to start with that. So you have a go. Think about where you want to put your objects, but I'm going to try and tell a little bit of a story and use my imagination to create my own outdoor big cat play park. Okay, so I've only just started this. I've got plenty of stickers left. So the idea, though, is to show you that you don't have to use all the stickers. You can even draw on and add on things onto the location. So if you want to draw a big cat, then you can. Think about birds in the sky and things like that. If you'd like to add that in, maybe the cat will be on the big rocks here. Okay, but for my stickers, I thought I'd have a swing hanging down from the tree. I've got a big cat poo there. Maybe he's not so good at using his litter tray. And things from stories like the ice cream maybe has been spat out along with a goldfish that's in a bowl, but we've got fish swimming down here somewhere for the cat to sharpen its claws, play with various different toys, just so I can imagine it's a bit of an outdoor paradise for a big cat that needs to be kept safe inside one of these great big play parks for a cat. So you have a go at designing your own gargantuan cat play park, and I'd love to see how you get on with that too. So there you go, that's the outdoor big cat play park. So on to our next activity, and we've got cat bowls. Now, we got an idea when the cat is eyeing up things it really shouldn't, like here, and we can see the cat's facial expression from on the other side of the goldfish bowl. And what happens with that is that all the cat's facial expressions are enlarged. He's got giant eyes, giant mouth and things like that. It just looks really funny and really great. So we were thinking, can you use this as inspiration to draw your own cat faces behind each of the goldfish bowls? And will he be hungry? Will he be happy? Will he be sad? Will he be angry? How could he look in these different bowls? And think about different moments in the story. Are there any points where you can think, he's really happy there, or really sad, or he's been a bit mischievous, or even friendly? So my top bit of advice for this is just make sure all his facial features are quite big. So using inspiration from the book, okay, and the illustrations here, I'm going to have a go at one of the cat bowls, and I hope you will have a go too in your book clubs or at home. If you're doing this at home, give it a go and see how you get on. So I'm going to hold the book in front of me. This is why it's great to have your own copy close to you whenever you're completing any of the activities. And I'm just going to go for it and try and mirror almost like the cat's facial expression that's in the book, but I might change his mouth slightly. He's got these big eyes, and I will make it clear I am not an artist. I used to love drawing Disney characters and things like that when I was younger, but I'm just going to draw two large eyes. You'll notice in the book that the eyes aren't exactly perfectly shaped. They're slightly different, and then we've got a big pupils. He's eyeing up Goldie here. This mischievous cat. Up to no good. I'll colour that in black in a moment, but going over it with my pen. But the fact that he's there and then he's got this wonderful semicircle of a nose, like that. And then I can see that we've got 2 dots there, 3 dots there, and going down to his mouth now. Remember, you can follow along and do this with me if you would like to. Imagine him sort of swallowing this. This goldfish. There we go, and then I'm going to give him some teeth like in the book. Yikes, Goldie, you're in trouble. There we go, and then put one up there. He's looking quite angry, my cat. But he's looking a bit like that. And then what you can do is then look and add in his ears around in the style of the wonderful illustrations in this book. We can just finish around, do his head, and then same for over this side, do a similar thing round for the ears, and then down I sort of follow just the outside of the bowl and then tuck it in slightly. Probably made his ear a bit too small, so make that a bit bigger. And then I'm going to add in some details of his stripes, and then what I can do is I can colour then, but you want to make sure this stays blue, but you can add in the colour around the outside, and I love the differences that you can see between the colour of the stripes. You can see the stripes that are hidden behind the glass. It's whiskers, of course. Coming out. Whiskers coming out that way. So there we go. My cat bowl there. So we've got a facial expression with the tiger around the back. He's after Goldie in there, but how can his facial expression change each time? And give that a go for cat bowls. Another activity that you may wish to do either at home or in your book clubs, where you can make it and then take it home with you and then freeze it, or any adults watching this that are preparing their book clubs, you can make this and then enjoy this little treat as the children are listening to the story. But in the book, the children enjoy an ice cream each before the huge cat spoils their fun. Condensed milk is the magic ingredient to make this recipe work perfectly at home. Plus, it's so simple and makes a delicious and creamy treat to enjoy when you're sharing the book at home. So, only a few ingredients, got the method there. Give it a go to make Big Cat ice cream, a nice delicious treat. Link to the book. Of course, I'm sure you know that there's a certain point when ice cream is involved in the story. See if you can spot that as well. Okay, but that is homemade Big Cat ice cream. So for one of the final activities in the activity book, we have our Big Cats matchup. Remember, replace that word big for other words that we've discussed already. But we've got various different names of big types of big cats around the outside. We've got pictures of big cats on the inside. Some are coloured, some are not, to help you. And you can obviously finish colouring in, the ones that we haven't coloured for you. But the idea is that can you draw a line from the name of one of the animals to its picture and match them up. See if you can do that, okay? There's a few little hints around the page. So did you know that the difference between a leopard's spots and a cheetah's spots are to do with the colour? Cheetah's spots are all black, whilst a leopard, excuse me, will have a brown colour in the middle. I can see a bit of a brown colour here, so I think I might be able to work out which one is the cheetah and which one is the snow leopard then. And then which one is the normal leopard? And then what could the puma be? The tiger. And then the lion. So have a go at this, see if you can match it up. Once you're done, then obviously have fun colouring in the different cats there. Again, this is something that you could discuss in your book club at school, or whether you're at home doing this with your adults. There are lots of fantastic videos out there to watch on these fantastic, amazing animals. But I'm going to do the answers now. So remember, pause the video if you don't want to know what those answers are yet, and then play it if you do want to find out what the answers are. But we hope that you have fun with Big Cats Matchup. So the leopard will go here. Okay. Because although we've got some black spots there, it's actually got some brown spots in the middle, okay, where cheetah has solely black spots, so that'll be that one, and then I'll need to colour it in. And then we're going to go for the puma over here. There. If you notice how I'm using orange, you can use whatever colour that you would like. Tiger, right over here, across the other side of the page. And then the lion here. And then the snow leopard would be through here. And I wonder where snow leopards live. I wonder if you know any countries or places where you may have seen the snow leopard before. That's Big Cats Matchup. There are the answers. And we hope that you enjoyed doing this activity, and remember to colour it in and add in any more details that you would like around the outside. Maybe you can add on some more different cats, and then with their names, just like we have, and add on to that as well. So just to finish off with the activity book, remember, we love to know how many stars you would give this awesome book, or any of the books that we help send out to you. So how good was We Found a Cat? Would you give it 5 stars out of 5? So would you colour all 5? Would you do 4.5 and then colour this one in half at the end? Completely up to you, but how many stars would you give it? Always try and give a reason why though. So explain why you really liked it or why you didn't like it so much. It's okay not to like books sometimes. Everyone has different tastes and different things they like, so that's absolutely fine. And please do send us your awesome pictures. We've got many of our subscribers and members of our book clubs that are sending us pictures all the time. So please do send them in. We love to see your work and celebrate them. Then you've also got your reading routine. So there are some key words. Try and spot these, like, made, and this, as you read the book next time. They're really good ones to practice reading and also writing. So you can trace it and then write it over here and even count how many times it appears in the book. Try and look out for some awesome words like lizard, loud, definitely, that are in the book. And of course, our Let's Go Read little mini book quiz that you can do with your adults, your grown up at home, or in your book club at school. And there are some really, there are some questions that I think if you've done the activity book, you're going to be really good at. So what's another word for big? We've talked a lot about that throughout this walkthrough video, and I think you're going to be awesome at that. And of course, as always, remember to collect your stickers as you go along for your reading reward chart. So any for completing your activities in your book, Okay, so maybe for every 2 activities you can get a sticker, but that'll be up to your adult. And then obviously for sharing and reading the awesome Let's Go Read book, We Found a Cat. Read it lots and lots and lots. There's always new things to see as you go along. And of course, your school reading those books at school. Very important to be able to do that, because once you do that, you can read even more books, and that will be awesome. Okay, so that is the activity book for We Found a Cat. We hope that you really enjoy it. It's a fantastic book. We absolutely love it, and we think you will too. So there you are. Go and enjoy yourself, and thanks for watching. All right, bye.